What's up, FlickPop fam? Get ready for a rapid-fire news blast. First up, Channel 4 is set to make history with a groundbreaking broadcast event during Donald Trump's UK visit, planning to air the longest uninterrupted reel of untruths ever seen on television. This special program, Trump v. The Truth, will dissect over 100 falsehoods and distortions from the president's time in office, offering fact checks and a sobering look at the impact of disregard for truth. It's a bold move from the British broadcaster, and we're breaking down exactly what it means. Next, we're shifting gears to the explosive world of cryptocurrency, where Donald Trump is reportedly making billions. We're investigating how his involvement with startups like World Liberty Financial and American Bitcoin Corp is creating a storm of controversy, with critics questioning the unprecedented blend of presidential power and personal financial gain. This isn't just about numbers. It's about the ethics and potential implications for the future of digital currency and governance. Then, we're taking a deep dive into the political pulse with Nate Silver's analysis of Donald Trump's approval ratings. The renowned statistician has identified 4 distinct periods that chart the ebb and flow of presidential popularity, offering a fascinating look at how these numbers reflect the nation's temperature and influence policy. We'll explore what these trends mean, especially with upcoming elections on the horizon. And finally, we're talking about national emergencies. Donald Trump is issuing a stark warning to Washington, D.C. Cooperate with ICE or face a renewed national emergency. We're dissecting his latest statements, Mayor Muriel Bowser's response, and the ongoing debate over federal intervention in local law enforcement. It's a high-stakes situation with major implications. All this and more on FlickPop. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Channel 4 declares war on untruths with Trump broadcast. In a move set to ignite headlines, Channel 4 is preparing an unprecedented television event to coincide with Donald Trump's state visit to the UK. They're not just covering the visit. They're confronting it head-on by planning to broadcast what they claim will be the longest uninterrupted reel of untruths ever aired on television. This audacious program, titled Trump v. The Truth, is scheduled to run for several hours and will feature over 100 documented falsehoods, distortions, and inaccuracies attributed to Donald Trump since he took office. The broadcast aims to serve as a stark reminder of the disorienting and potentially dangerous impact of a disregard for truth, especially when emanating from the world's most powerful leader. Each untruth will be punctuated by brief, text-based fact checks, providing viewers with the verifiable truth behind the statements. Chief Content Officer Ian Katz stated, "We hope it will remind viewers how disorientating and dangerous the world becomes when the most powerful man on earth shows little regard for the truth." The channel is even planning a thematic takeover, with a Trump impersonator handling continuity announcements to deliver false information, underscoring the message. Public reaction has been a mix of shock and anticipation, with many commending Channel 4's bold stance on media accountability. Analysts are closely watching the potential diplomatic implications and the broader conversation about truth in public discourse that this broadcast is sure to ignite. But this is just the beginning of our deep dive into the Trump universe this week. Next, we're uncovering how Donald Trump is reportedly making a fortune in the burgeoning world of cryptocurrency. Trump's crypto empire, billions earned, ethics questioned. Donald Trump is reportedly amassing billions through his ventures in the volatile cryptocurrency market, a move that has ignited a firestorm of controversy over the intersection of presidential power and personal profit. Since his return to the White House, Trump's family has been heavily involved with 2 key crypto entities, World Liberty Financial, WLF, a decentralized finance platform, and American Bitcoin Corp, ABTC, a NASDAQ-listed Bitcoin mining company. Reports suggest that a Trump business entity holds a significant stake in WLF, entitling them to a substantial portion of revenue from token sales, while ABTC, with his sons at the helm, has seen its stock surge. The on-paper windfall for the Trump family is estimated to be over $5 billion, leading to accusations of unprecedented profiteering by a sitting president. Critics argue that Trump's dual role as a crypto beneficiary and a policymaker actively shaping the market creates a troubling conflict of interest. Attorney Ross Delston warns that such ventures could provide a new avenue for individuals, including foreign entities, to potentially buy influence. Despite these concerns, the White House maintains there are no conflicts of interest. This development marks a significant departure from Trump's previous stance, where he once labeled digital currencies a scam. Audience impact. The news has sent shockwaves through both political and financial circles, with discussions intensifying online about transparency and ethical governance. Lawmakers are reportedly pushing for stronger congressional oversight, concerned about the potential for insider benefits and risks to everyday users. From the digital frontier to the political arena, the scrutiny on Trump continues. Next, we're examining Nate Silver's insightful breakdown of President Trump's approval ratings. Nate Silver maps Trump's approval, 4 distinct eras revealed. In a meticulous analysis, renowned statistician Nate Silver has identified 4 distinct periods in Donald Trump's presidency, offering a data-driven perspective on his fluctuating approval ratings and what they signify for the nation. Writing on his Substack blog, Silver Bulletin, the data guru has charted the ebb and flow of Trump's popularity, dividing his presidency into phases marked by significant shifts. The first period, from January to April, saw a rapid decline in approval, hitting a low point around the announcement of his tariff policy. This was followed by a period of recovery from late April to mid-June, where Trump began to gain popularity. However, from mid-June to mid-July, his net approval rating started to dip again. The current phase, from mid-July onwards, has been characterized by relative stability, with ratings hovering between -6 and -10 percentage points. Silver's analysis highlights that as of September 14, Trump's net approval rating stood at -7.6 percentage points, making him more popular than at the same point in his first term, and slightly more popular than Joe Biden was during a comparable period. This comes despite recent polls, like a Quinnipiac poll showing a 37% approval rating versus 55% disapproval. Trump himself has claimed higher numbers on social media, contrasting with these findings. Audience impact. This detailed breakdown is providing political analysts and the public with a clearer framework for understanding Trump's support base and its dynamics. The insights are particularly relevant as the nation looks towards upcoming elections, with Silver's data offering a nuanced view beyond simple poll numbers. But the conversation around presidential actions extends beyond approval ratings. Coming up, we're tackling a high-stakes confrontation in Washington, D.C. over immigration enforcement. Trump threatens national emergency over D.C. police cooperation. President Donald Trump has issued a stern ultimatum to Washington, D.C., warning that he will declare a national emergency and federalize local police if they fail to cooperate with Immigration and Customs Enforcement (ICE) operations. This declaration comes as a previous federal takeover of D.C. policing, aimed at reducing crime, expired. Trump asserts that his initial order successfully curbed crime, but insists continued cooperation with ICE is vital to prevent its resurgence. The situation has intensified following Mayor Muriel Bowser's order requiring city cooperation with federal law enforcement, though her stance indicated that immigration enforcement is not the primary role of the Metropolitan Police Department. Trump explicitly stated that Mayor Bowser had informed the federal government that the MPD would no longer cooperate with ICE in removing or relocating undocumented immigrants, a move he believes would lead to a crime surge. While crime rates have seen a decrease in the district under the federal operation, the declaration itself remains controversial. Critics decry it as a dangerous power grab, and a Washington Post-Char school poll indicated that roughly 80% of D.C. residents oppose the federal operation. The surge in immigration arrests and the fear it has instilled among immigrant workers have also drawn significant criticism, with some suggesting the crime emergency is a pretext for enforcing immigration policies. Audience impact. The threat has sparked widespread debate about federal authority versus local control and the use of emergency powers. Residents and civil liberties advocates are voicing strong opposition, while Trump supporters argue it's a necessary measure to ensure public safety and enforce immigration laws. And that brings us to the end of our news roundup for today. But before you go, let's quickly recap the biggest stories we covered. All right, FlickPop fans, let's do a lightning-fast recap. Channel 4 is making waves with a broadcast of Donald Trump's untruths during his UK visit. Then, we uncovered the massive billions Donald Trump is reportedly raking in from the crypto world, raising serious ethical questions. We also dove into Nate Silver's detailed analysis of Trump's approval rating, breaking down 4 distinct periods. And finally, Donald Trump is threatening a national emergency in D.C. if local police don't fully cooperate with ICE. Don't miss out on any of these explosive stories. Make sure you're subscribed to FlickPop, hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, smash that like button if you found this valuable, and drop a comment below telling us what you think about these headlines. You can also follow us on all our social media channels for more exclusive content. Thanks for watching FlickPop.